Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3 video. Just last week we had the first trailer for this season, and we have I think just over 2 weeks to go now. This Thursday will be the 2-week mark until we get to see Season 3. And my goodness, that trailer was, and I'll say it over and over again, fantastic. It leads up to Dominion. It seems to take place at the same time as Dominion, and there's going to be a lot of interactions and overlapping storylines. It's going to be great. So if Season 3 is a pattern to follow from Camp Cretaceous, we know it's going to be the best of this animated series. However, we've gone ahead and also done our trailer breakdown where we uncovered nearly 40 hidden details and Easter eggs that you might have missed throughout that trailer. But just a few days ago, we also uncovered a new mystery, and it seems as though Barry Sembene from Jurassic World and Jurassic World Dominion may also be returning thanks to what is said in the French trailer of Season 3, and also what we may have missed in one of the details hidden in the background of one of the scenes throughout the trailer. So if you guys are a fan of Chaos Theory, then this is the best channel to be at, so make sure you go ahead and check out my previous videos and make sure that you're all up to date with all of the latest news from the Jurassic franchise. Here on the channel, we cover Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Chaos Theory, Jurassic World Evolution 3, which might be announced this week by the way, and also Jurassic Park Survival, as well as any other major upcoming titles from this franchise. If you want a little bit more education and knowledge about the Jurassic series, then look no further as we have got you covered with everything you need to know. 2025 is going to be an absolutely crazy year for Jurassic, so I highly recommend you subscribing and sticking around for a while. But nevertheless, today we have 5 brand new images for you guys to feast your eyes upon in today's video. So make sure you're sat down, you're comfortable, and get ready to uncover all of the new images from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. So yeah, thanks to Dreamworks, we actually have 5 brand new images from Season 3 now released. And of course, as we always do here on the channel, we're keeping you up to date with all of the news. So let's get into the very first image here, where we have Soyuna Santos. Now, first image doesn't really showcase too much, does it? It's just Soyuna Santos looking back in some underground cave, tunnel of some kind. What I can take away from this is that she seems to be in the exact same area where she was with the van and Lewis Dodson. But what many people seem to have missed is the fact that that drain behind her, the drain cover, looks awfully similar to the same one that we see Brooklyn underneath in the specific Netflix trailer that you can only see on Netflix. Now that would imply that both Soyuna Santos and Brooklyn also meet Lewis Dodson at the very same time, which would be really cool because I believe the only camp member that Lewis Dodson actually spoke to or interacted with was Kenji back in Camp Cretaceous. So now we get to see that Brooklyn is going to be added onto that list. But other than that, that's pretty much the main takeaway for this image. But that moves us on to the very next one where we have Brooklyn. Now this image, it's Brooklyn basically with her front camera on her phone, and she is clearly in some kind of discomfort. And it makes me intrigued because it seems as though she may be getting a bit too dark and into the depths of all of these illegal activities going on. And as we know, it happens quite often with police officers who go undercover. Unfortunately, they seem to get too involved with everything and they kind of change their morals and their ways. And it seems like Brooklyn might be following that pattern based off the way that she is kind of like treating her friends. It's either her friends are just not really smart enough to realize that she's actually doing this to go undercover, or she's just decided to not tell them whatsoever. It should be one of the two. But here she is in some discomfort and she is videoing herself. So this might be some kind of vlog diary that she's doing to stay up to date and maybe even find some more information and hidden details and basically relaying information, because as we know in Season 2, she took secretive photos in the Senegalese base, and in that base of course we had the scientific labs growing all of these dinosaurs and even the Lystrosaurus. So we do know that she is documenting everything that is going on, kind of like how her character used to delve deeper into these mysterious things in Camp Cretaceous. So I believe this is what's going on here. She's just giving a slight update on information that she's discovered. But the very next image we have Kenji, Ben, Darius, Yaz and Sammy all together in their same clothes, in the same lighting as to what we ended Season 2 on. So I can only imagine that this image is from episode 1 of Season 3, and it's exactly where we left off from Season 2. So it seems like Season 2 and Season 3 is going to flow very naturally. There's no big time jumps in between them. And that's pretty much the main takeaway from this image. Again, nothing too much is revealed, we still have Bumpy's egg, everything we know from season 2 basically. Now the next image, we have Gina and Nonna, two brand new characters being introduced in season 3, with Gina actually being Ben's girlfriend, which still baffles me to this day. But yes, these two are brand new characters, they are family of course. I believe Nonna is the grandmother of Gina, but in this image they both have pretty much the same facial expression on their face, which is very unimpressed, or they don't really have any expression to give, if that makes sense. So there's two things that might be going on here. We can see that in the background there is a lamp, so we can assume that they are within their household in this image. But judging by the expression on their face, one thing could be happening is that maybe Ben told a really bad joke and everybody else is kind of reacting in the same way, like they didn't think it was funny. Or the other thing might be that the camp crew are actually being hunted down and somebody has turned up to their houses and is threatening them, asking them where did they go, where are they, and these two are basically just giving no answers whatsoever. It's quite hard to justify exactly what is going on here since, you know, no facial expressions, they're in their house, that's pretty much it. So it's either one of the two. And in the very last image, again, not much to go off, but we do have the Raptor Handler. Of course, we know the Raptor Handler is returning. We saw her appear at the end of the season 3 trailer. There was also an exclusive image that released to us content creators that showcases the Raptor Handler looking quite scared actually, which is quite interesting. But in this image, she seems to be out more for vengeance in her face. She has that slight tilt in her upside down smile, let's say that. And this is a close-up and the shadows pretty much bring out the character of who she is. This isn't really a well-lit scene, but they did that on purpose because this is who the character is. She is actually quite a scary character to a lot of the younger audiences, but just because of how eerie she comes across. And she never really gave off a lot of emotions. The only time we actually see her showcase her emotions was when she kind of hugged Ghost the Atrociraptor and let the other Atrociraptors run away. Other than that, she's clearly upset with these campers and wants them to die, so maybe she's coming face to face with Brooklyn and this is a scene taken from the trailer. But other than that, those are the 5 brand new images that were revealed very recently. Now, I'm interested. Let me know what you guys think of these images down in the comments below, because whilst they don't give off maybe too much like we were anticipating, I still believe that we kind of get a better understanding of how this story is going to flow. I said this in my previous Chaos Theory video, where it seems likely we're going to start off in Senegal, then we're going to go fly over to Malta, and then we're going to finalize Season 3 in the Dolomite Mountains, that will then bleed into Season 4, which will involve Biosyn a lot more heavily. That's just my assumption, we're going to have to wait and see of course, because the main storyline is around Sona Santos and Brooklyn. Now we know Sona Santos does get captured in Jurassic World Dominion, but at the same time off screen she does manage to escape. So if this show does take place during the events of Jurassic World Dominion, it means that at the end of Season 3, Sona Santos, which again we don't see in the snow or Italy anywhere, might have already been captured at this point in time, so maybe the campers are just trying to get back to Brooklyn. But she's learnt more about Biosyn and wishes to go undercover and basically do the same thing that Ellie Sattler did in Jurassic World Dominion to try and uncover more secrets about what's going on with Biosyn themselves. But if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here, because we have a lot coming for this year, and I know if you're a fan of Jurassic, anything Jurassic, this is definitely the best channel for you to be at. But in the meantime, and most importantly of course, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.